Have you ever struggled to find the right words when talking to someone who is approaching the end of their life? It's one of the most sensitive and fragile times anyone can experience, yet it's surprisingly easy to say something that unintentionally causes pain or discomfort. In this video, we'll explore 7 things you should never say to a person who is dying. These insights come from hospice nurses who have witnessed these moments firsthand. Through their stories, you'll learn how even well-meaning words can sometimes miss the mark, and discover better ways to offer genuine comfort and support. Make sure to watch until the end. What you learn here might change how you communicate during these difficult times and help you bring lasting peace to someone who truly needs it. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us keep creating meaningful content to inform and inspire. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Saying, "I understand how you feel." Hospice nurses often hear how painful it can be for someone who is dying to hear, "I know what you're going through." The truth is, no one, not even those who've faced serious illness themselves, can fully grasp what another person experiences in their final days. Every journey is deeply personal, shaped by a lifetime of memories, hopes, and fears. When we say, "I understand," we usually want to comfort, but it can sometimes feel like we're minimizing the unique and sacred nature of their experience. I recall a man named Charles, age 82, who told me the hardest part wasn't his illness. It was when others assumed they knew his feelings without ever asking. What he really wanted was someone to simply listen, to sit quietly with him without trying to explain away his pain. When instead we say, "I can't imagine how this feels for you, but I'm here," we offer something far more meaningful than empty reassurances. We honor their individual path and show willingness to be present with them exactly as they are. In these moments, it's our presence, not our assumptions, that matters most. Number 2, telling them to stay positive or fight harder. Another phrase hospice nurses often hear, and one that can unintentionally add weight to a heavy heart, is when someone tells a dying person to stay positive or keep fighting. While meant to encourage, these words can feel like pressure, as if their worth in that moment depends on their ability to put on a brave face or keep battling something that, deep down, they know they cannot change. The final days of life are not a contest to be won or lost. They are a time for honesty, peace, and acceptance. When we urge someone to fight harder, we may overlook the fact that they have already given everything they have, and that what they need now is not a push to do more, but permission to rest. I think of my neighbor Helen, who was 79 when she entered hospice care. She shared with me that every time someone said, "You can beat this," she felt isolated, as if no one saw how tired she truly was. What brought her comfort wasn't encouragement to battle on, but the gentle words of friends who said, "I'm here with you no matter what." Those words gave her strength in a different way, the strength to let go of struggle and find peace. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3. Saying, "It's all part of a bigger plan." Another phrase that hospice nurses hear far too often is when someone tells a dying person that their suffering is all part of a bigger plan. While this might be said in an effort to provide comfort or meaning, it can instead feel dismissive of the pain and fear that the person is experiencing in that very moment. When we say things like this, we may unintentionally make it harder for them to express their true feelings, as if their sadness or worry is somehow out of place. Facing death is deeply personal, And what someone often needs most is to be allowed to feel what they feel without being told that their experience is just a small piece of something larger that they may not even believe in. I once knew a woman named Ruth, 84, who shared that when friends tried to soothe her by saying her illness was part of a plan, it left her feeling unheard. What she longed for was not answers, but simple companionship. A hand to hold, someone to sit quietly with her, someone to say, "I'm here." When we offer our presence rather than explanations, we provide a comfort that no words about grand plans ever could. Number 4. Telling them not to cry or show emotion. One of the most unhelpful things we can say to someone who is dying is to tell them not to cry or to try to stop them from showing their true emotions. Hospice nurses have shared how important it is for people at the end of life to feel safe expressing what's in their hearts, whether that's sadness, fear, or even moments of joy. When we urge someone to hold back their tears or silence their grief, we send a message, even if we don't mean to, that their feelings are a burden or something to be hidden. But those feelings are real, and they deserve to be honored. I think of a man named Walter, 80, who once told me that what gave him peace was being able to cry openly with his daughter at his bedside without being told to be strong or put on a brave face. In that moment, his tears weren't a sign of weakness. They were a release, a way of saying what words could not. When we let people feel what they need to feel, we offer them the greatest gift, the freedom to be themselves fully and without shame. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5. Telling them you know they're going to get better. Another phrase hospice nurses often caution against is telling a dying person that you know they're going to get better. Even when these words come from a place of deep love and hope, they can create confusion or even a quiet sorrow. A person who is nearing the end of life often knows it. They may have made peace with it, or they may still be struggling, but they are aware. When we insist that they'll recover, we risk making them feel unseen, as if their truth doesn't matter, or as if we can't bear to face it with them. This can leave them feeling more alone at a time when what they need most is honesty wrapped in kindness. I think of a woman named Eileen, 83, who once shared with me that she felt deeply comforted not by promises of recovery, but by friends who were willing to sit quietly with her and say, "I'm here and I care." When we choose to offer presence over promises, we help build a bridge of trust and give someone the dignity of being met exactly where they are. That kind of honesty, paired with gentle support, is what truly brings peace in those final days. Number 6. Saying everything happens for a reason. Hospice nurses have often witnessed the pain that can follow when someone tells a dying person that everything happens for a reason. While those words might be meant to offer comfort or to help make sense of something so difficult, they can instead feel hollow and leave a person feeling even more isolated. In those final days, many are searching for meaning in their own way, and having someone else try to define that meaning for them can feel like their own feelings or beliefs are being overlooked. It's a time for deep listening, not for offering answers that may not fit the person's heart or faith. I recall a man named Henry, 85, who once said that the most meaningful moments came when friends sat with him and simply allowed him to speak freely without trying to explain away his pain or give it a reason. He found peace not through answers, but through companionship, through knowing that he could share what was on his mind without being judged or redirected. When we choose to offer our quiet presence instead of explanations, we show that we honor their unique journey and that we are willing to walk alongside them without trying to map the path. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 7. Telling them how they should feel or act. One of the most damaging things hospice nurses caution against is telling someone who is dying how they should feel or behave. Whether it's urging them to be brave, asking them to stay cheerful, or suggesting they shouldn't feel afraid, these kinds of comments can take away a person's dignity in a deeply vulnerable moment. Everyone's experience with dying is deeply personal, shaped by their own memories, fears, beliefs, and hopes. When we tell someone how they should feel, we risk silencing their true emotions and making them feel as if their feelings are wrong or disappointing. I remember a man named Samuel, 84, who once told me the greatest comfort came from his sister saying, "Feel whatever you need to feel. I'm here with you." Those simple words gave him the freedom to be himself without any pressure or judgment. Offering that kind of acceptance helps a person feel truly seen and respected, and in the end, that is one of the most meaningful gifts we can give. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, I hope these 7 insights have deepened your understanding of how much power our words hold during life's most sensitive moments. Which of these surprised you the most? Which one will you carry with you the next time you're with someone nearing the end of life? The truth is, it's not about having the perfect thing to say. It's about showing up with honesty, kindness, and a willing heart to listen. When we choose our words thoughtfully, we offer not only comfort, but also dignity and peace, and that can mean everything in those final days. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned and how you plan to use it in your life. Your feedback means a lot to us and encourages us to keep creating helpful content. If this video was meaningful to you, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue making content to inform and inspire.